All right, you guys are all standing up, so we'll start standing up.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So let's start first with a little check in with the body. So feet are nice and wide. You don't have to move anything or do anything, just kind of go up and down the body. I was looking at an article on yoga therapy, and chronic pain. So thinking about how the nervous system and the brain and the body all kind of work with each other and sometimes against each other. So just kind of check in with the body and notice what you're feeling or what's going on. And then take a moment to check in with the breath. So the breath affects all the systems in the body. And then when you're ready, let's start some big stretch. All right, so feet are nice and wide, and we're just gonna inhale and bring the arms up. We'll leave the feet all the way on the floor. And then exhale, bring the arms back down. And just do that a couple of times and feel as the arms go up where in the back, which muscles are engaging to bring the arms up. And then next time the arms come up, see if you can feel the extension of the fingers and then press the toes into the floor. Just want to get that whole big wholeness of the body and how the brain and the nervous system are connecting. And let's do 2 or 3 more. And last one. Excellent. All right. Getting the blood flowing. Let's go and work on our cat and cow. So we're going to start with small movements, and as we get more fluid, then maybe the body is going to open up more and we can get bigger movements. So starting with the hands on the front of the legs, tuck the chin a little bit, bend the knees. That's our baby cat. And then we're going to inhale, looking up, that's our baby cow. And then just back and forth, nice and slow. See if you can time the movement. So start the breath and then start moving. And if you feel like it, as the body is warming up, muscles are firing, maybe the movement gets bigger. If it doesn't, that's okay. It's cold and snowy out, and stuff gets a little tighter. And sometimes with weather change, joints get a little ouchy. But we're going to move into it and through it. All right, let's do 2 more each direction. And then back to neutral. All right, feet a little bit wider. And we're going to do our laterals. So connecting the line of the fingertips all the way down to the toes. That's what I want to set off the body feeling. All right, so one hand comes up, inhale. And exhale, other side, inhale. And exhale. So when you're at the top of this, if you want to pause and feel that extension, you're welcome to do that. If that feels a little awkward and you want to keep the flow going, that's fine too. All right. Let's do one more each side, or finish off evenly. Beautiful. All right. Next, we're going to do our twist. So we want that inhale to lift the spine on the exhale into the twist. We don't want to go very far. You can bend this outside knee if you need to. So inhale back to center, exhale into the twist. Inhale, center, feel that length in the body. Excellent. And then we'll do one more time each side. And then back to neutral. All right. Does everybody have a chair? Everybody has a chair. So we're going to do something for our half sun salutation. We're just going to do it to the chair. So we can go too deep too fast. So this is, we're going to do this as a way to get deeper, slower. All right, so usually when we do our half sun salutation, we're going all the way down, or as far down as we can. So this time we're just going to start with our hands on the seat of the chair. And feet can be hip-width distance apart. Hands come down to the chair, and then we're just going to bend the knees nice and deep, and then inhale, straighten the legs. And as you go, you can drop the head closer to the chair. And so what we're doing is taking the weight of the body off the legs or the torso, giving them a little bit more or less weight to work with, and giving them a chance to go a little deeper into the stretch. All right, so do, I don't know, 3 more. And then on your last one, we're gonna just rest the hands or the arms on the chair and just breathe into the back of the legs. So 2 or 3 breaths here. So you can have a little softness in the knees. You don't want to push them back. And then when you're ready to come out, we're going to bend the knees, and we'll bring the arms up off the chair out to the side. Push in with the feet. Inhale. Bring the arms all the way up, palms together, hands to heart. So that's a good one to do if you get tight hamstrings from running or walking too much, or you're at the gym and you've never done it on something. Taking the gravity of the torso off the legs can help you get a little bit more relaxing. You need to relax them to stretch them. It's hard to relax. It's hard to lengthen tight muscles. All right. All right, so let's go to our warrior one, and we're going to start with our opening up our knee. So when we have weather changes, sometimes it's nice to spend some time with the joints. So turn one foot out, step the other foot forward. And let's lift up the toes and then set them back down. So we've got that connection with the earth, so we know where our feet are. So we're going to inhale with that straight leg, exhale, bend. We want to aim for that second and third toe. So we're not going in or out. Excellent. All right, so bend the knee, push off, step back. Let's do the other side. Turn that foot out, step the second foot forward. Lift up the toes, and then set them back down. And inhale, straight leg, exhale, bend. We're aiming for that second and third toe. Excellent. And then push off, step back. And for the arms today, we're going to do our forward fold warrior one. So go back to that first side. And this is the one where we bring the back foot, that back arm to the lower back. How many times can I say back? And then we're going to bring the front arm up with that front leg. So here we go. So we're going to inhale, front arm up, bend that front knee. On the exhale, fold forward, swoop that arm down. On the inhale, arm comes back up, all the way to the top, and then exhale, arm comes down, straighten that leg. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, down. Nice. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, down. Nice. Step feet back together. And then let's go to the other side. We're going to switch arms and switch feet. Here we go. Inhale, arm comes up, bend that front knee. Exhale, fold forward. We're hinging at that hip. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, arm comes down, straighten the leg. Again, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, down. All right, one more time. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, down. All right, push off, step back. Shake the legs out. And then we're going to do let's do some of our balance poses. So we'll start with, we're going to start with tree pose. And sometimes we have different levels of what we want to work on. So if you are starting with your heel above the ankle, that's great. If you are a little bit more advanced and want to come up onto a block to make more work, to work on that. Okay, those are your many options. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're pick a foot. That foot, lift up the toes first. Let's kind of get those the signals. There's the ones that go down to tell you what to do, and then the ones that go up to tell you what's going on. Spread the toe. Notice all the corners of the feet, and then either start with your tripod, heel above the ankle. You can bring that foot up on the calf. If you want to bring that foot up above the knee, that's fine. I'm going to work on my balance here. And then you can go hands on the heart. And then we're going to grow our branches. So let's see, we go out a little bit wider. We keep the breath going. That's going to help us keep stable, following or finding a spot where nothing else is moving. And just keep that breath going. And then when you're ready, coming out nice and gracefully. Awesome. All right. I don't know if I can do it on the other foot. See if it's behaving or not. All right, we'll give it a shot. So heel above the ankle or up on something unstable. You do it on a blanket too, or a towel. And then we're going to bring hands to the heart. And grow your branches. Let's see. Keep the breath going, finding a spot where nothing else is moving. And then when you're ready, nice and gracefully. Awesome. All right, shake it out. And let's do our moving balance. So we started with just the arms. So now we're going to add the feet. So hip width distance apart. Oh, I did class yesterday and I had my socks on, and it was a huge difference for my balance, just having socks on. So if you have socks on and your balance feels maybe not as good as you think it could be, that might be something to, when you practice at home, maybe take your socks off and see if there's a difference. All right, so we're just gonna do our palm tree pose. We're gonna inhale, arms come up on the toes, exhale down. And if your feet are too close together or too far apart, you can adjust them. Inhale up, exhale down. Excellent. Let's do two more. Beautiful. All right, shake out the legs if you want. And then we're going to do, we'll do our Karate Kid flying crane. And let's do cross body. So when we are crossing the midline, it's going to start firing different neurons in the brain. So neurogenesis, keep things moving, growing. So we start with arms out to the side. We're going to lift one knee and touch it with the opposite hand. And then bring it back. And you can go at your own pace. So this targets a bunch of stuff. Balance, cross body. It's core strength because we're pulling this leg up. Coordination. And if you're not looking where your knee is, so figuring out where your body is in space. All right, and one more time each side, or finish off evenly. And release. Nice. All right, let's hit our mountain pose. So you can start with big toes touching. Heels are maybe fist width apart in the back. You can do hip width distance apart, or if your balance is a little wonky, you can always do a little wider. And let's just do a couple. So pelvic tilt, too far back, too far forward. We just want that neutral. And then we're going to imagine that these hip points, two little bony protrusions in the front here, are pulling towards each other. So we're tightening this lower belly. And then let's do collarbones away from each other. That brings the shoulder blades together on the back body. And then last one, from the back of the ears, hooking up. It's a little bit back and up. And that is pretty much going to lengthen the whole torso. So that's going to be the whole spine is lengthened. And then take 2 full breaths, feeling the feet grounded, crown of the head towards the sky. Beautiful. All right. Warrior 2. So pick foot. You're going to step that foot forward. Back foot is closer to 90 degrees. And we're going to bring hands to the heart, arms up on the side, and then bend that front knee over that front ankle. And you can always adjust where your feet are, closer together, further apart. You're going to soften the shoulders away from the ears and extend out through the fingertips. And then we're actually going to drop our pose, step out of it, and grab our blocks. Sorry, sometimes I plan ahead. Sometimes things occur to me in the moment. That's why we get distracted and like, what number are we on? Because I was thinking about something else. Okay, so we're going to do Warrior 2. We're going to go forward with side angle pose. Peaceful warrior, and then we're going to come down to the blocks and come up into our high lunge. All right, so we're going to bring that front foot close to the blocks. Hands at the heart, arms open to the side. Come back to our warrior 2. Bend that front knee over that front ankle. Take a breath here. And then side angle pose first. So bend that elbow, front forearm to that front knee. Hand on the hip or arm up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to windmill around to peaceful warrior. Gaze can be up at that thumb, up the horizon, or maybe on the floor. And then here we go. So we're going to windmill both arms around. Come down to the blocks. We're going to pivot that back foot so both feet are facing front. If that's too wobbly and you know this coming up, put that heel down. And then on our next inhale, we're going to bring the arms up into our high lunge. Excellent. All right, so we're going to pivot back to Warrior 2. And then side angle pose. Windmill around to peaceful warrior. And then down to the blocks. Pivot that back foot. Inhale, coming up to high lunge. And the heel can be down or up on the toes. Beautiful. One more time through. Side angle pose. Front forearm comes down. And then we're going to windmill around to Peaceful Warrior. And then both arms come down to the blocks. Pivot that back foot. On your next inhale, arms come up to high lunge. Excellent. All right, back to Warrior Two. We'll drop the arms and step the feet back together. All right. If the blocks are too low, bring your chair to where the blocks are and come up to high lunge that way if you want. All right, step the other foot forward. Hands at the heart, arms open to the side, bend that front knee over that front ankle. Extend out through the fingers. And then when you're ready, we're going to go side angle pose first, front forearm to the front leg. That upper arm can be on the hip, towards the ceiling or overhead. And then we're going to windmill around to Peaceful Warrior. And then down to the blocks or a chair. Pivot that back foot. On your next inhale, high lunge. Beautiful. Back to Warrior Two. Side angle pose. Inhale, Peaceful Warrior. And then we're going to exhale down to the blocks or chair. Pivot that back foot. On your next inhale, coming up to high lunge. Cactus arms if the shoulders do not love this. And then let's go back to Warrior Two. And one more time through. Side angle pose. Windmill around to Peaceful Warrior. And then both arms come down, chair or blocks. Pivot that back foot. On an inhale, arms come up. High lunge. Beautiful. And then we'll come back to Warrior Two. Drop the arms and step the feet back together. All right, check the legs out. And triangles next. All right, so your blocks are where they are. You can use them for your triangle pose if you like. So whatever your leg you did first for Warrior Two, do the other leg if you want. You can go same side. We're going to do both, so it doesn't matter, but I like to switch them just so one doesn't get overly tired. All right, hands at the heart, arms open to the side. That front leg is going to stay mostly straight. You can always have a little bend in it. We're going to extend forward with those front fingers and then hinge at that hip joint. Tick-tock the arms so they're on a nice plumb line. You can come down to a block or your shin or the floor if you're reaching that far, but don't fall over. And let's take another breath or so here. And when you're ready to come up, we're going to grab that invisible rope. Inhale. And then we'll drop the arms, bend that front knee, step the feet back together. All right, you check that leg out. And let's do the other side. All right, hands to the heart, arms up to the side. Extend forward with that front arm. Hinge at that hip socket. Tic-tac the arms and come down to a block. And we'll take a couple breaths here. Feel those feet rooted. Crown of the head away from the torso. So we're doing a lateral and a twist. When you're ready to come out, we're going to grab that invisible rope. Inhale, come back up. Drop the arms and step the feet back together. All right. It's snowing and we love it. So we're gonna do my favorite pose next. Well, no, it's my all-time favorite, but I love it. So we're gonna do revolve triangle. So we're gonna come back into that triangle, and that's nice to have blocks to do this. And then we're gonna switch which way we're facing. So whichever foot you started with, you can go back to that one. Hands at the heart, arms open to the side, extend forward, tick-tock, the arms. And then we're gonna take this upper arm and bring it down to that other block. Then we're gonna take that first arm and go up the other side. And if that's too much on the shoulder, hand on the hip. And bring that arm back down. And let's pivot that back foot and we'll just step the feet together. Bend the knees, arms out to the side. Inhale, come all the way up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice. All right, it's easier to come out that way than flipping back. All right, other side. Hands at the heart, arms open to the side, extend forward. Tick-tock the arms. And then we're gonna bring that other arm down. First arm comes up the other side. Beautiful. Breathe. And again, if that's too much on the shoulder, hand to the hip. When you're ready to come up, bring that arm down. Pivot that back foot, step the feet together, bend the knees, arms come out to the side, pushing out the feet. Inhale. Palms together, exhale. Hands to heart. All right, shake out the legs. And let's do a half sun salutation. And we'll come down to the blocks for a low lunge, because that's what we've been working on all this time. All right. So we'll start with feet are at least hip width distance apart. Hands at the heart. You're going to inhale, hands down, arms up. Exhale, arms out to the side, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands can come to the front of the legs. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, arms come out. Inhale, all the way up, palms together. Exhale, hands. Again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, arms come out. Inhale, all the way up, palms together. Exhale, hands down. Uno mas. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Extend the head. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, arms come out. Inhale, all the way up, palms together. Exhale, hands down. Excellent. All right, so let's do, we're going to come down to hands and knees for, we'll start with the cat and cow. So if you have knee issues and you want to grab a blanket for the knees, you can do that. All right, so we'll start with that cat and cow. We'll start in a neutral spine. We're going to exhale cat, inhale cow, exhale cat. And when we come into that cow, we're not dumping the belly towards the floor. So we want to engage those, especially those lower belly muscles that we do in mountain pose. Excellent. All right, so come back to neutral. And then let's do, let's go straight into that low lunge. All right, so we're gonna grab the blocks and bring them both over to the left side. So we can round out that right foot out to the side and then center. Or if you want, just bring it straight through, if those hip flexors like you. All right, so first thing we want to do is bring the pelvis down towards the floor. So we're gonna, that knee is gonna go forward. Nice compression. in the knee. We're compressing one hip and opening the other. Beautiful. All right, so come back to neutral. And then we're going to go from here. So you can stay here if you want, or hands up onto that knee. Take a moment to get grounded. All right, and then next we're going to come up, if you want, arms up towards the ceiling. One last option, you can stay here or bring that pelvis back down towards the floor. If your balance will let you. It can be a little tricky sometimes. All right, and then we're going to make our way out. So come back up, hands come down, down again, and then we're going to switch legs. So you move the blocks out of the way and swing it around, or bring it straight through. All right. So first order of business, the pelvis comes down towards the floor, knee comes forward. Compression in that knee, opening on that other hip flexor side. And then we'll come back up to neutral. Hands can come up onto that knee or stay on the blocks. And then next level up is arms straight up. And then one more level, pelvis comes forward again. And then when you're ready to come out, we'll come back up. Hands come down, and then we'll bring that knee back. We'll move the blocks out of the way, and we're going to do cat-cow child's pose. So we're going to go cat. That's our exhale, inhale, cow. And then exhale, you can go up to cat and then down to child's or just straight to child's pose. And then we're going to inhale back up to cow. Exhale, cat to child's. Inhale. And exhale. And we'll go one more time through. Inhale up to cow. Exhale, cat to child's. And then we're going to pause in our child's pose. Knees can come out wider, big toes together. If you can reach a block and you want to rest your head on the block, you can do that. Just feel the tailbone relaxing towards the floor, top of the head or the forehead towards the floor. And feel that length all the way across the spine. And then when you're ready to come out, if you had a block, move it out of the way. And then we're going to come up to those hands and knees again. And we're going to come into a fabulous plank. So if a plank isn't in your wheelhouse today, you can just walk your hands out further. So we're getting that same upper body strength. Otherwise, we're going to extend feet back up on the toes. And we want to get that hip, the shoulders and the heels all in a nice line like you have a board, sort of a plank, resting on that so it's a nice straight line. So you want to pull the belly button in, but keep breathing. One more breath if you got it. And then coming down to the knees. If you want to do a couple cat-cow to relax any tightness that we built up, you can do that. And then we're going to do our last hands and knee pose. We'll do gate pose. So let's start actually with the tall gate pose. So come up onto high kneel. And you can grab one of your blocks since it's handy for balance and for switching legs. So we'll start with left leg out to the side. You have that left hand on that left hip or down that left leg. You inhale the right arm up, and then on the exhale, bring that right hand towards that left foot, just as far as is comfortable. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, release. Again, inhale. Exhale over. Inhale up. Exhale, release. And one more time. Oh my gosh, that smells gorgeous. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale up. Exhale. All right, get your block. You can switch knees. Other foot comes out. Hand on that hip or down that leg. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left hand towards that right foot. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale, vertical. Exhale, down. And one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Beautiful. All right, let's come down to hands and knees. Last version of this. We'll start with our right foot out this time. Left hand stays where it is. We're going to inhale this right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale down. Again, inhale. And exhale. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Tuck that right knee under. Left foot comes out. Right hand stays where it is. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Tuck that right knee under. Do 3 cat and cows. And then after you finish those, we're going to come and sit on the floor. We'll bring the legs straight out and pound the knees in the mat. And let's do a quick ankle moving. So extend the heel and then point the toes back and forth. Excellent. Circles. And then just finish up with windshield wipers. All right, so I was going to do this standing up, but got distracted. So now we're going to do it sitting down. So we're going to do our pinwheels, and then we'll do a seated and a half sun salutation with wide legs. All right, so pinwheels, legs as wide as is comfortable. Sitting up nice and tall. If you have something to sit on, sit up on the edge of it. So if we're sitting back here like this, we're rounding more. If we sit up closer on the edge of it, it kind of helps us sit up straighter. All right, so what did I say first? Pinwheels? All right, so arms out to the side. We're going to go right hand, left side, wherever you reach. Inhale back up, exhale, other side. All right, one more time, each side, or finish off evenly. And then we'll come back to center, and we're gonna do our half sun salutation, so we'll go all the way up. Exhale, fold forward, inhale, halfway up, and then all the way up and then back down, okay? Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up, so sit up straight, and then we'll inhale the arms up, exhale down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, and back down. All right, one more time. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lifting. Inhale again, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Beautiful. All right, hands under the knees, bring the knees in. And we're going to come onto our back and grab your strap. So if you don't have a strap, that's okay. You can do this without, but sometimes we can get a little bit of a different stretch when we have a prop or a tool. All right. So we're going to do the 3 directions with the legs. So we'll start with both knees are bent, feet in the mat. And we're going to bring the strap around the ball of the right foot. All right, so we don't want to have the hands up really high. We want to have, ideally, the arms, the upper arms on the floor. But somewhere in between is fine too, just not grabbing and clenching too much with the hands and arms. All right, so we're going to exhale, bring that leg towards the torso. Inhale, release. Exhale, leg in. Inhale, release. This next one, we're going to exhale, bring it in, and just pause for a moment. And let that back of the thigh stretch out, relaxing. And then take an inhale and release. We're going to bring both straps in the right hand. Left arm comes out to the T. And we're going to bring that right leg over towards the right side of the floor. And we're just going to hold it there for a breath or so. When you're ready, with an inhale, bring that leg back up. Switch hands. We're going to bring that right arm out to the right side. Move the left leg out of the way. Cross the body with the right leg. And hold it there for a moment or so. And then when you're ready, bring it back up top. We're going to switch feet. Bring that left foot up into the strap. On your next exhale, bring that left leg in towards the torso. Inhale, release. Exhale, leg in. Inhale, release. And one more time, exhale, bring it in. Inhale, release. Both straps in the left hand, right arm out to the T. Left leg out towards the left side of the floor. Just as far as it's comfortable, and we're going to breathe a couple breaths here on this side. When you're ready, and with an inhale, bring that leg back up. Switch hands, move that right leg out of the way. Left hand out to the side, cross the body, left foot towards the right side of the floor. Couple breaths here. And then when you're ready, on an inhale, bring that leg back up. Bend the knee. Take the strap off without smacking yourself in the face. Both knees are bent. Both feet come into the mat. Let's bring both knees up into the chest. Exhale, Apanasana. Inhale, knees go out. All right. Exhale, knees come in on the inhale. Feet up towards the ceiling, arms up overhead. Let's do that a couple times. Exhale, bend the knees, hands to knees. Inhale, feet up towards the ceiling, arms overhead. You can point and flex the feet when they get up there if you like. Feels good sometimes. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, feet up, arms up overhead. And then if you want a little core here today, we're going to bring the arms out to the T, just for stability. And then we're going to bring the heels towards the floor. So just go nice and slow, only as far as you can get back up. Inhale, bring it back up. And then if you want to do it again, bringing the legs down towards the floor. Inhale, bring them back up. And one more time. And bring them back up. Bend the knees, hands to knees. A couple of Apanasanas. Relax the back. And then we're going to set the feet down into the mat and extend the legs all the way straight out. Take a breath or so. And then bend the knees again. We're going to do our bridge pose. Feet come into the mat. Arms down by your side or robot arms, bending at the elbow, fingers point up towards the ceiling. Heels, knees, and hips are all in a line. On the inhale, we're going to lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring it back down. Again, push in with the feet. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, release. And one more time. Inhale, push in with the feet. Exhale, release. Next round, we're going to add the arms. Arms start down by your side. Inhale, arms up overhead. Hips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, arms down, hips down. Again, inhale, arms up, hips up. Exhale, arms down, hips down. And one more time. Inhale, arms up, hips up. Exhale, arms down, hips down. Beautiful. All right, one more round. We're going to add the extra breath. Here we go. Inhale, arms up, hips up. Exhale, release just the hips. Feel the vertebrae one at a time, nice and slow. Take another inhale. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Again, push in with the feet. Inhale, arms up, hips up. Exhale, release just the hips. Take another inhale. Exhale, arms down by your sides. And one more glorious time. Inhale, arms up, hips up. Exhale, release just the hips. Take another inhale. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Let's bring one knee in. On the exhale, inhale, put that foot down. Exhale, other knee. Inhale, put it back down. Exhale, knee in, inhale, foot down. Exhale, knee in, inhale, foot down. Next one, both knees in. Exhale, knees in, inhale, knees out. Couple of asanas. And one or two more, and then bring feet down to the mat. And then extend the legs all the way straight out. Toes point up towards the ceiling. Zip the legs together. Arms down by your side. On the inhale, arms up overhead to the floor above you. Exhale, arms back down by your sides. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms back down. On the next one, we're going to inhale, arms up overhead, and we're going to extend the fingers and extend the heels away from each other. Feel that full body lengthening. And then go ahead and do a couple more. Just moving, feeling that massage in the upper back or the middle of the back or wherever that movement is getting into that back body. And then when you're ready, after you finish your last one, release the legs and the feet. Let the arms come away from the torso, palms up or palms down. Maybe your blanket or towel under your head. If it's uncomfortable on your back, you can always bend your knees, bring your feet into the mat. Or if your chair is handy, you want to put your feet up on your chair. Welcome to do that. I'm going to sit up so you can hear me better. And let's do a fabulous relaxation. We'll do the joints today. So we're going to relax and make space in all the joints. Let's start at the top of the head and make our way down. So the nice big joint in the top is your jaw. So you're going to relax and make space in the jaw. Relax and make space in the neck. Relax and make space in the shoulders. Relax and make space in the elbows. Relax and make space in the wrists. Relax and make space in the hands and fingers. And relax and make space in the spine from the bottom of the skull all the way down to the tailbone. Relax and make space in the rib cage. Relax and make space in the hip joints. Relax and make space in the knees. Relax and make space in the ankles. Relax and make space in the feet and toes. Letting go of any thoughts at the top of the crown of the head. Let go of breath, the air around you breathing. Let the earth's gravity hold you. Take the next few moments and just be. Gently coming back into awareness. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. If you'd like, you can roll your head side to side. When you're ready, and with an inhale, rolling over onto your right or left side. When you're ready, and with an inhale, pushing up to a comfortable seated position. And we're going to hit the nervous system one more time here. So if you don't mind, I'm not going to make it if you're not comfortable doing it. Massaging the earlobes. And then massaging the whole ear. And then one finger kind of behind the ear. So we have our couple of different nerves come into the ears. And just by giving them a little attention, and it helps get them fired up and relax. All right, so hands together at the heart and namaste. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Drive safe. We'll try.